All right. My prediction hasn't let me down. The crowd is still, you know, on my favor. Navi, but again, up to the teams to see how well they perform here in the second game. It is over to Lyrical and Winter.
Thank you so much again, Sheever. Winter, we're back after a little bit of a break. The teams needed some time because that first game, number 1, was absolute insanity, and now it's looking like it might be another long one again. It's Tinker versus Terrorblade with Storm Spirit in the mix as well. Unpack this a little bit for me. What'd you see in the draft? What do you like? What do you dislike?
I like the Storm against the Prophet, and like the panel mentioned, there's only like one stun, DK stun, so
Yeah.
probably very difficult for them to kill the Storm without like maybe say an Orchid or a Hex from the Tinker and the Prophet. So I could see this being a good, really good Storm game, even though Storm is kind of like a weak hero, a lot may say. But let's see. Let's see what the Storm can do. If Storm doesn't do well in this kind of games, then Storm is really weak.
This is the game to see if Storm Spirit is actually a hero, if the changes has helped him out at all. You know, people talk about the buyback, no longer a gold penalty, one of the best buyback heroes in the game. So we'll see if they end up making it work, and if he gets some help in the mid lane as well. It looks like DJ is going to try and get down a ward, and he is going to be playing on the Disruptor this time.
Yep, much better start here from Fnatic. This time they smoke out, they get the ward. The last game, remember, Adam just walking up the jungle and he just placed the ward and he got dewarded immediately.
Right.
Because they didn't want to use the smoke, they went for the smoke to pull the creeps instead. Let's see if they do that again here, but he doesn't have a smoke, so I guess he's just gonna like try to lane together with the two from the start.
Well, and then of course the other thing to talk about is going to be a Nature's Prophet on Na'Vi, going to be played this time around by General. And you always talked to me previously about like the Disruptor sometimes struggling with the tree and throwing at him since he can't have a poor man's shield. He just takes a lot of harassment from the trees, and it's a tough time for him.
So, like the panel mentioned as well, the possible of running as air golem when you have this AA hero with the chilling touch. So, Fnatic's gonna see this. They're gonna, let's see, 1, 2. They're gonna try to pick up another rune, but it's gonna be 2 apiece.
And actually,
Jackie has to run.
Does he have to TP?
Yeah, he has to TP.
What?
For
Okay.
sure.
Well, he's trying to run now. Going to take a lot of harassment on his way out, down to half HP, and he doesn't have a salve. That's not the way you want to start the game as a TB.
He has 2 mangoes. A lot of regen.
Okay.
He'll be fine.
Well, in the meantime, we see that it is going to be basically a 1v1, as actually the rotation coming in right now from the AA. If he gets in a position in time, he might be able to snipe this courier.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out whether it's better for the Disruptor to move towards middle if he sees the AA trying to pressure the Storm. Because he, like you said, Disruptor doesn't do much against like the Prophet Treants.
Yeah.
The best thing he can do in this lane is maybe try to get the pull off, make sure he gets pull, get to pull the small cam, control the wave. Not gonna get the courier.
A little bit of a weird one there. Went out as the creeps were coming through, and he ends up being punished for that. So no get there, but they are going to be able to throw the chilling touch now onto Dendi as well as LeBron, and maybe put some hurt there onto Abed. As it looks like we're also going to see the Naga Siren start to rotate into this direction as well. Want to make sure that Abed gets off to a good start. You need that Storm to be a hero this game.
Oh, he's gonna TP bot though.
Very interesting.
Okay, very interesting.
Like Lil also blocked out that hard camp with himself, so there wasn't any chance for a pull through, and he's going to take some damage as well. So it looks like they want to try and contest instead, just give the Tinker Storm 1v1 matchup. You know, obviously late game it is really heavily into the favor of Storm being able to jump on top of that Tinker. How does the laning stage work out?
Tinker will win the lane. Tinker is stronger in the lane because of how, like, even through the numerous nerfs that he's received for the laning phase in the past, but in the new patch, Tinker did get some buffs, so you start with what, 80 extra mana because of how the attribute bonuses and it works, so you have more mana at early levels to spam out your spells.
Oh, and speaking of spamming out spells, it looks like right now the Tinker is going to be able to get a regen top, and they do have vision of that ward, or rather with that ward on the rune.
Oh my god, Storm is just getting pushed out of the lane. He doesn't have any more regen apart from the 2 tangos, but he is going to run. Okay, he gets the regen.
Wow, that's really big. So Tinker not feeling confident going for it, and Dendi instead is going to give that up. Dang. Yeah, that's really solid.
Like in the meantime, Terrible is, I would say he's still getting some farm, some decent amount of farm in XP. Not free farm, but considering that he has 3 heroes in his lane, having 10 CS at this point is great.
We'll see if it ends up becoming a little bit of a struggle for Envy as this lane goes on, since you do have those 3 heroes as you mentioned, and the rotation went from the Naga Siren out of the lane.
Yep, I don't think the Naga wants to go bot. He's gonna try to play mid or top, try to help out those lanes instead.
Okay.
It's difficult for them to fight into the Treant and the Prophet Treants with the Chilling Touch here.
And the other thing we're going to really need to watch this game is that Heart Piercer aura and how it works with Envy if they're able to get it to proc. Always such a devastating thing, just taking away all that armor. And Crystallize taking some damage here. Needs to be a little bit careful as Uni is going to chase after him. Adam also continuing to get some damage, and the Infernal Blade comes through, brought down low, and actually forced the rotation from LeBron into this lane.
Yeah, Naga didn't have like all Venom, so they couldn't really slow the DK and try to... Oh, they're gonna go for the end snare, but...
Oh, he's taking some damage, at least gets the salve broken.
Very, very tanky though. But still, like you mentioned, they forced the rotation from the A, so that's gonna elevate a lot of pressure from the Terrorblade. He's gonna be able to farm a lot better in bot lane.
Oh.
So catching up to the Prophet right now, both 16 CS apiece.
He's getting the last hits on the trees as well, so Envy popping Metamorphosis, making it happen, getting denies out. It's all looking good right now for Fnatic early on, but we'll see if this rotation mid coming in from Pango is going to be able to make anything happen. He's going to go for the swashbuckle in, and Abed taking damage. First blood drawn by Dendi.
Yep, 3 points in laser, 2 points in rocket. Like I said, Tinker has the edge in the laning phase for sure. Even though Storm, that's part of like why Tinker has been really good again. Even though you pick this kind of counter, yeah, for the Tinker, but Tinker still dominates that hero in the laning phase. That's why you see, like sometimes when teams they pick Tinker, pick Storm against Tinker, they try to help out the Storm in the early few minutes to make sure that this laning phase goes okay for the Storm at least.
Crystallize trying to run away from Universe right now. The Infernal Blade's going to come through, but Crystallize will eat his way through the tree, tries to find this, but they can't dive any further.
Yep. The 2 points in Dragon Blood, just so much value.
Incredibly hard to deal with, and well, they're at least able to force the DK back. He's been having a really good time so far, as sitting top of the CS for his team.
Yep, Prophet can also rotate to other lanes. Whoa, he has a Ring of Aquila.
Oh,
that's the first for me. Haven't seen Prophets go Ring of Aquila. I've seen Bessie, but never seen people complete it to the Aquila.
Gets the movement speed, man. Look out.
How much? Come on, how much movement speed you're getting?
It is like 0.2 movement speed or something silly, but every little bit counts. Envy taking a lot of damage there. They're sitting in the trees in general, dancing a little jig as well as they're going to summon more of these, and Aquila coming into value as they are going to deal a significant amount of damage to this tower with the first Cardi. And Envy forced back yet again. They don't get another Heart Piercer, but putting that pressure on. Same as top lane, they're hitting onto Crystallize. They'll force him back, but can't do any fatal damage onto that Dragon Knight.
Yep, this game compared to the last game, Terrabit has had a much harder time. Na'Vi doing a much better job pressuring the Terrorblade.
Are they diving for this? Oh my god! General, that is not where you want to be, mister. And LeBron, I mean, he'll get the cold feet there, but
What happened there?
You know, I'm not exactly sure. He thought that he was going to have an opportunity, but it didn't work out.
Okay, so the other lanes, Doom is getting also a really good farm.
Mid lane.
Storm's level 6.
Yeah, they find this here, but they aren't going to be able to get it as a lot of damage thrown back onto Abed, and in fact, he's almost goes down.
Yeah, he's gonna want to look to like farm some jungle stacks, try to focus on his levels and farm and Terrorblade.
Oh my god, the damage coming in with that Heart Piercer.
Tower is under attack.
As soon as they get it, that one right click from the Nature's Prophet, and I'm super low.
Yeah, that's a pretty big counter to his Terrorblade because you're high agility hero, so you have all this base armor which becomes 0 against the Heart Piercer if it procs. We see top lanes, Fnatic trying to make a move here. They smoke up with 3 heroes. Doom on the other hand, going to TP bot.
Look at this though, Sunder comes in, they're going to try and take down General now. Abed low on mana, is he going to be able to make this work? They're starting to bring down General, but Envy also in trouble. He's going to end up falling. No, they get the Doom off, so he's not going to be able to follow with the Swashbuckler. He's slowed down so much, but Envy just trying to get away. That little bit of extra agi, it's working out. We talked about the movement speed and it finally happens. Oh my god. They did it.
So close yet so far. That was like a kind of like a weird sequence of events with Fnatic rotating with 2 of the supports smoking Taunt. But DJ gonna get the glimpse of, but he's still gonna die. His TP is on cooldown, so no way out for him here. But like I said, like a weird sequence of events. They smoke both the supports top, and okay.
They just gave him the neutral deny. Didn't want to finish off the kill. They will finish off the kill on Adam, but a little bit of a questionable play there.
Yeah, like the team movement has not been on point so far. Bit of a miscommunication maybe between the players.
Yeah. So level-wise, we see that Tinker is leading the way right now, having a nice game for himself. He's also top of the net worth, but you see as there's this tri-core coming in right now from Fnatic that are all sitting up there as well with a lot of farm on them. So meanwhile, it's Abed, who does have... Well, he actually didn't... It looks like he regened up a little bit from the bottle coming in from DJ, and he's going to just clear out this mid lane. Stendy trying to get towards those bots. I think he might be close to him.
I think like it's gonna be like a big problem for the TB. Like
there's the bots
in the mid to late game. Like imagine like Tinker having such a good start. It's gonna mean that the Terrorblade has to like rely on this Storm to make sure, or even the Doom to make sure that the Tinker doesn't pose such a big problem for him in team fights later with the possible axe against all the illusions.
Yeah, one of the best counters in the game for the Terrorblade. One that we haven't seen all that often, though, in spite of how much people talk about it.
Because of all the nerfs as well that Tinker's been getting, and he's like more like a very one-dimensional hero. There's like only one way of playing the hero. He takes up a lot of resource. Like there's a lot of like things that Tinker needs. The draft needs to be around the hero, which I feel like Navi's lineup right now kind of is able to ensure that Tinker succeeds in the laning phase by putting this like aggressive lane, and they have the Prophet. Plus Ice Blast global spell, like global ultimates to help out the Tinker get kills on the map. Like, not to mention the Pango ulti as well. And he has a front line. Like DK is gonna be their front line.
Well, and it feels like he also oftentimes is going to be that initiator. Either him or Lil need to make that happen. But likewise, maybe Fnatic can realize that that's the way that they take the fights. You did also see Static Storm now up for the Disruptor. So they might try and make a play with that, as they're going to pressure this top lane a little bit.
Yep, they have Doom as well. Storm really needs to just like have some alone time to farm.
There's the Doom. He got the swashbuckle off though, so Lil trying to run away. There's the glimpse. They pull him back in, and just like that, it looks like Pango is going to fall. Universe picking up a kill there on his Doom while they take mid tier 1 tower from Na'Vi.
I still a much better trade there for Na'Vi. If they can defend the tier 1 at top, that would be really, really awesome for them. So Tinker's here, laying down the march. Don't see Fnatic trying to force the issue here. They have to try to, camp the lanes and kill this Tinker if they want to take towers.
What do you think about this Kaya build on the Storm Spirit also?
It's okay. Like, it helps him farm.
Whoa.
Helps him fight better too in the early game. Like, I would say like going for the Bloodstone first is a much greedier build. So, and he has a Terrorblade on his team, so I feel like the Storm can't really afford to be that greedy in this game.
Yeah.
Like, because of the other costs are gonna farm a lot as well. Maybe Kaya into Orchid, I think. Possible for him. We'll see what he does after this, but the Storm is gonna be needed to fight very soon.
Yeah. Well, and particularly because you just saw right there on the screen, Dendi picking up 2 triple stacks, it looked like, in the little try area of the jungle. So all those stacks working out well for him, and he's probably getting close to that Blink Dagger next. As Abed, Invis Rune within vision of that ward. We'll see if anybody decides to rotate over and try and get him down. Again, like the panel was talking about, there aren't that many great ways to lock down the Storm Spirit in this game, and let's spot one of them there as Crystallize heads through the jungle. And Abed just gonna go back to farming now. No way to make anything happen there.
Yep, and Navi is trying to deal with that lack of stuns by getting a quick orchid on the Nature's Prophet. General is gonna try to get that early, so they have that to help deal with the Storm Spirit. DK is on the other hand building into a very early Shadow Blade, which he has it in a couple of minutes.
Yep, they are also in the bottom lane now, running into Naga Siren and the Storm Spirit. We'll see if they can get within range. It's smoked up behind Dendi, and he ends up turning it back around. The stun, he dodges it. Abed just barely out of there in time, and now going to TP out. It looks like he is going to escape. That was so close.
Very well played by Abed there. He had to be really quick to be able to dodge that. So, wasting Navi's time there. 3 heroes moving down, but they do have like the Prophet and Tinker, so like they are still able to get across the other side of the net to push out and deal with the waves. So, I don't think they lost out too much in that exchange.
Yeah,
they're gonna just push bot, try to pressure, and Tinker's gonna defend the middle lane. Tinker's gonna defend the top lane.
I mean, this draft from Navi, it feels like it's doing what they need it to. That being said, they are only, they're 1,000 gold roughly behind Fnatic. With this tower going down, it might be closer to even as they're trying to pressure it. Pango threatening to ult aggressively in their area. While General dancing away, and looks like the tower is going to fall. While Fnatic farm out and try and get one of their own.
Tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
So Storm has decided, yeah, he's going for the Orchid next. Which I kind of expect it. So he needs to be able to like try and go for a pick off, try to kill the Tinker and the Prophet as much as he can in the game, making out more space for the Tyler to farm.
Where's the party?
Naga has ulti, Disruptor has ulti. They have this kind of like big team fight set up with these 2 supports. So if they can actually get the remaining tier 1s, the tier 1 bot, tier 1 middle, they should be having like a pretty good lineup for securing Roshan.
Yeah,
that would be great for the Storm as well before they press forward for the tier 2s.
I mean, oh, there's the song coming out now as they're looking to try and open up on these heroes, and they might be able to get them caught if they're going to decide to just focus down onto the DK. They even doom them, everything thrown onto this guy. They find 2 kills. Navi losing out there.
Yep, they just need to back off, wait for the DK to revive, and try to, I think, push the tier 1 at top. They should try to get something, because those spells are really long cooldown.
And Metamorphosis used as well. Yeah, everything going to be on cooldown after this push finishes up. And that will be a very big opening for Navi to make stuff happen. As Fnatic take down the mid-tier 1 tower and now are forced to retreat. Looks like top lane pressuring coming from the Nature's Prophet. Storm Spirit TPing in, now chasing, looking for a follow-up there. See if we can find the Nature's Prophet, but Nature's Prophet manages to sneak out of there. Storm Spirit just going to farm up the creeps now.
Yep, just barely missing there, going on the wrong way. But like I said, Navi has to try to look to get something done here with all the Meta Doom and the Disruptor ulti and the Naga ulti all being down. They should be trying to get an objective right away.
And here it is. Smoke up from Navi. Shadow Blade used by the DK, and they're wrapping around. They do have a ward, and actually Lil reveals himself there, stepping a little bit too close to the heroes. They're still chasing forward for it, though, looking to try and find the Disruptor, and Disruptor is going to be taken down as Navi going to pressure for this tier 1 tower. It's like you were saying.
Disruptor ulti is back off cooldown.
Ice Blast hits.
Just, I guess,
Ooh!
that should reveal the ward, I guess.
Yeah. See if Nature's Prophet decides to TP on that. Can't get in range, so or he wasn't within the threshold, so they just back out. So Fnatic need to find an answer here. Doom going to be off cooldown in 30 seconds.
Naga song 40 seconds, Metamorphosis for 40 seconds. They might feel like it's a bit too risky right now to press the issue.
Yeah.
Oh, I hear a glimpse.
Yeah, top lane, they're fighting this one out now, and they've caught Crystallize a little bit too far forward. Lil rolling in, wanted to take this fight. Crystallize manages to get the stun off and turning onto the Doom. They can get a glimpse to pull him back in a second if they want to, as they're trying to isolate and take down Lil. Ice Blast coming in as well. It's going to be off the mark, though, and they are able to break Lil and trying to chase him down. Swashbuckle back off cooldown, 2 seconds. Can they get out of there in time? Eternal Envy takes down General Doom. He isn't going to be able to get in range. They do find it now, and denies to the creeps again. Lil out of there.
Oh, what an outplay there by Leo. Well done, getting out and denying himself and putting a Doom on cooldown there. On the other hand, Fnatic is going to try to get the Roshan with the Metamorph Terrorblade, and with 2 heroes down, what can Navi do here? They can try to Ice Blast, but I don't think they're aware of the Roshan happening here.
I mean, that's normally not a thing that you think is going to happen. You saw the Shadow Blade on Doom. Do they have another Solar Crest on anybody, or a medallion? Doesn't look like it.
I mean, they have Naga though. Naga has Riptide.
No, yeah.
And Terrorblade just has Terrorblade, you know, he do so much damage.
Stupendous.
Terrorblade is just an objective hero. Metamorph, objective. Roche, towers, anything becomes easy.
So, in spite of Navi's early assault on the towers, it's still a 2,000 gold lead for Fnatic.
They do have like the Tinker being a huge counter to the Terrorblade, so if he gets the Aghanim's, that'll be a big timing for Navi to fight back. And the other thing they have to get is the BKB on the DK, otherwise he just gets destroyed by the combination of the Song into the Disruptor ulti,
Right.
and all the magic damage coming out from the Storm. I mean, you can still get Doom, but I think if you pop your BKB and he Dooms, you can still stand and fight as a DK.
Right.
And you just tank and you let the Prophet and the Tinker do bad damage from behind.
It really does feel like a lot of this is going to come down to what type of vision you get. Apparently there are 0 matches on 7.07 between those two. Well, Fnatic in the meantime, Disruptor is going to be going for the Aghanim Scepter. It is an Orchid done for the Storm Spirit now, so that opens up a good possibility to try and chase down and pick off the Dendi Tinker.
Yep, they have to maybe set up like some anti-Tinker vision, some high ground walls. And Navi has to know that the Storm's going to try to do that. They might be able to like maybe bait the Storm, try to, you know, try to have the DK stay around Shadow Blade, around the Storm, the Tinker, wait for the Storm to jump the Tinker, and you just stun him through the with the Shadow Blade.
That could be really solid.
Yep. Prophet is gonna be under a lot of pressure to push out lanes as well, because he's very afraid of the Storm with the Orchid. The very easy solo kill for the Storm if he finds him. That's the thing, like when they have this kind of like Prophet and Tinker, they're both like very similar heroes that want to come to the fights last.
Yeah.
But General has been playing the Prophet very differently. He's been around the team more because he understands that Tinker doesn't want to come.
Right, exactly.
Early, so he wants to be last, so Prophet can't really do that. So he's just trying to play around his team more. Hence, you look at his net worth, it's, he isn't as farm as he wants to be.
Shadowblade Crystallized gets hit by the dust, and they're chasing in. This DK going to be glimpsed. They go in for a second round now, trying to bring him down, and nobody in the area means that that is a dead old DK.
Yep, just good sentry placement there. And because Navi can't fight, they are trying to split push, and when you split push, there's always a risk of getting picked off. And this time, I think have catch with their heroes, unlike the last game.
Envy does need to be a little careful. He dodges away from the Ice Blast, which came from behind. You realize that the AA was in the area, and Universe looking for a pick-off. They're expecting the Tinker to TP mid. They're going to look for a Doom, as he does have a Shadow Blade available. While in the top lane, the Nature's Prophet TP's out after Envy comes back to deal with the pressure. And they're looking for it now, thinking about going for this Doom onto Lil.
Oh, interesting skill build, yeah, he has. Well, he's dead, doesn't matter what skill build he has, but he has 1 point in Shield Crash and max Heart Piercer. Like you said, it's for the TP. It's really good against the TP.
Dendi now trying to take something with this, and they do find the Disruptor, but the Song coming out doesn't matter. Adam now going to TP away, does get hit by another missile, but gets out of there. So they trade the Pango for the Disruptor.
Still a pretty long cooldown spell to use.
Yeah.
The Song, so I think Navi is pretty happy with that exchange, even though they lost the Pango. So DK is closing in onto the BKB, the all-important BKB that he really needs very badly this game.
All right, here we go. Crystallize now going to try and find this kill onto Envy. They really need to make this happen, and it looks like it is probably going to go down now. It's Envy. Envy turns it around with the Sunder, trying to get out of there.
Did he just get enough mana from picking up the Lincolns?
Yeah.
Because the courier was sending the Lincoln. I don't know. Maybe it could have been that.
And the Ice Blast a little bit too late as it comes off cooldown now. They try and turn it and see if they can take down anybody at all. As, well, Abed finds himself the Ancient Apparition. They take down 2 and get out and away with murder. So Na'Vi losing heroes there.
So on top of things, probably going to lose the tower as well with Terrorblade coming in here. Let's see if the Tinker can hold the tower.
Dire's top tower
But
is under
with
attack.
Storm... Okay, Storm?
Radiant structures
You know, he's not at top, he's in middle.
I mean, everybody said this is a really good Storm game, and it feels like he's making so much happen around the map right now. Always there to just follow up and get an easy pick off.
Yep, that's his job this game. The TB is going to push the lanes and try to siege towers. Storm is just trying to... I guess the Doom has a similar job. You need to try to pick off the Tinker or the Prophet to stop all this kind of split push.
Yeah.
Because you're way stronger when it comes to the head-on engagements. The Nala makes it really difficult for Pango to roll around in the team fights, and they have this Song into Disruptor ulti combo, which is also really, really hard for Na'Vi to deal with until they have multiple BKBs on their heroes.
Well, you know, I'm thinking again, back to last game and the way that this looked really solid for Fnatic, but then they weren't able to convert. Do you foresee a similar problem with them trying to break down these towers?
Less likely though, because they have the catch this time. Even though last game they didn't really play like perfect Dota, or didn't play so well, but still, the lack of catch was quite evident in a lot of occasions during the game where the Beastmaster, played by General, did an excellent job split pushing.
Yeah.
And this game, he's like finding it harder to do it because of the heroes, because they have the catch from the Storm, the Doom, the Disruptor.
Right. Does feel like Fnatic really tried to double down upon that, as pretty much every single one of the heroes, with the exception of Terrorblade, can catch him out.
I mean, Dandy is going to have Aghanim soon, so that's going to be their power spike if they decide to take a fight. Because DK is almost completing his BKB as well, like one recipe away from having it. So those are the 2 most crucial items Na'Vi is going to have soon.
Crystallize is in the Shadow Blade and going to find themselves an Atom as the stun comes out, full combo comes out as well. They get the silence follow-up onto the Disruptor, so Na'Vi make themselves a couple kills. Universe going to make his way out of there. Still, a little momentum. Town favorites.
Yep, Fnatic has to be careful though. In the last game, they gave away a lot of pickoffs like this, and this game it's happening again. They have like, if you look at their vision, they have like 2 really deep wards that scout out the jungle area. And Na'Vi, they weren't really showing, and you know Prophet and Tinkers, they're heroes that can be anywhere at any time. So them being on the lanes doesn't mean that nothing is going on. So a bit of carelessness there by Fnatic, not realizing that the smoke is up. So, but they do just lose 2 supports, no calls going down. So there's that for them. Universe working onto his BKB. He is also 1 recipe away from, like, a hammer away from getting the full BKB.
Right.
Storm is changing his mind. He wants a BKB as well because they realize Na'Vi is gonna have this kind of like really strong timing with the Aghanim Stinker, with the BKB on DK.
It's really good. I was a little concerned about him going for that Bloodstone, but it feels like this fits really, really well.
It'll be like a greedier build, so much more risk involved, and this is much more like a stable pickup that you would want to just like fight and make sure that the TB can carry the game.
Well, Fnatic now trying to make a play themselves. They do spot out the Tinker there, cancels his TP.
Dire's
Maybe
middle
aware
tower
that something
is
could be
under
going
attack.
on here, so
They do have a scan if they want to use it.
they're going to go on Crystallize instead, and the Doom comes out right at the start. They do find the Dust, now pulling him back in, Glimpse in, and starting to take this fella down, although the Tinker is here as well. They need to be careful. The Ice Spot's going to connect onto Universe. A lot of damage being dealt onto him. He's going to need to TP away, but they've got eyes on LeBron, taking him down low. Is it going to be enough? It looks like it will. Force Staff coming from Envy, and they chase him down. So 2 for nothing so far. That's Fnatic.
There goes the big cooldowns as well. Oh,
Well,
Radiant's top
in
tower
trouble. They
is
also
under
take down
attack.
DJ on the other side, so a 3rd kill for Fnatic. And maybe going to be able to find themselves another. He was silenced as they got the kill. Abed making it work and chasing with the Heart Piercer, but it's not going to be
Dire's
there.
middle tower
big pick off there, getting the Tinker kill, and he has no buyback?
50 seconds on the sideline. I mean, can they really do anything with that? Metamorphosis should be down soon.
Yeah, they can't. Okay. Luck kind of a bit on Navi's favor here.
Yeah.
That they don't get punished hard with the Tinker going down without buyback. Because generally Tinker is a hero that if you die without a buyback, there's always a high chance that you just lose the game from there because of how the hero works.
Right.
But it's not going to get punished, so now we live to fight another day. They did use the buyback on the Pangolier. Not the biggest deal, but still. They're going to need every bit of items they can get. Like the dagger and the Pango will be really, really crucial in terms of helping them with the team fights. And I say this time and time again, the BKB is extremely crucial on the DK. Otherwise he just dies easily every fight.
Right.
He's going to have it soon. So that's good news for them.
Well, and you mentioned the BKB. It's done for the Storm Spirit now. He's almost got a full Bloodstone on top of it. It feels like this is one of those games where this hero could potentially get out of control. They have a nullifier
he wants
next
to
for Nature's Prophet.
nullify the BKB, silence the storms. So.
I mean, it's still a projectile. It's quick, but it's dodgeable.
Yep. And he was able to dodge the DK stun before that, so I wouldn't put it past him dodging that as well.
Yeah.
Touche.
Oh my goodness. Abed, Arcane Rune, just jumping all over the map. Oh, building towards that Bloodstone next. So, still holding on level 20 on Terrorblade now, level 21 on Abed. Fnatic really feeling like they're running away with this game at 9,000 net worth lead. And Roche back up again. We'll see if they can do anything with it. They can possibly steal that one away again.
Thank you.
They have the song up in 10 seconds, so if Navi decides to contest the Roche, it's still not going to be easy. Even though they have the Pango, Pango is like one of probably the best heroes in the pit.
They have the net for him too.
Yeah, but they have the net, And he went Ghost, he went Gold Scepter. Instead of trying to, just for the Terrorblade, I guess. He doesn't want to get killed by the Terrorblade.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like it feels like if the Pango doesn't start the fight with a Blink, like, how does Navi start the fight? It's the question.
It's all on the DK at that point.
You don't want to have only one hero in the team that can actually start fights.
Right. Oh my god, Abed is crazy. They're going to try and turn it here and see if they get the stun. They can't keep eyes on Abed. He pops the BKB. He's running wild on him. Can they even take this guy down? He does have that Frostbite that's on him, trying to run away now, but they've got that DK isolated as well. They didn't take down Abed, and now the Doom is there as well. Fnatic making it work as they run this fella down and out of town, and Abed jumps in, trying to chase down that Tinker, but they don't quite get him in time. Abed just made them look like fools.
Yep, with a BKB, it was like absolutely unkillable there. There's no lockdown, no nullifier, no nothing. Storm problems. So Navi is just going to have to pray that they get this Hex on the Tinker on time.
Yeah.
This is probably their best answer against the Storm.
I guess as the game goes on too, there's like, you know, the BKB charges wearing low since Abed got it so early, but it does feel like at this point he can just run at any hero on the map and they don't have an answer.
He still has a 9-second BKB by the way.
Yeah, I know, he just used the first instance of it, but... And that's one of those things too, when you go on that Nature's Prophet there, very real possibility DK stuns you, he's just dead. But saw that there were more heroes in the area, pops that BKB in time, and that was all they wrote. So Cheese is going to be given over to the Storm Spirit actually, instead of the Aegis.
Let the fun begin.
Generally you would see like both on the Storm, but I guess he feels like, if I'm not going to die in the fights anyway, why do I need it? Terrorblade might get like focused possibly by like say a DK stun into Ice Blast, into the Tinker Burst and a Pangolier ulti, so he's still pretty tanky though on the Terrorblade.
Yeah.
Over here.
Honestly.
It's not that easy to burst him, even though. But I guess the Storm just feels like I'm not gonna be in any danger of dying in the fights. I just need the cheese.
Well, maybe this Nullifier eventually from Nature's Prophet is going to be the answer that they need to get those kills. The MKB is picked up this time by the Terrorblade, getting it early.
Oh, they're going on an Aegis hero.
Are they? Yeah, they run away immediately. They're like, we don't want any part of that.
So best thing for Na'Vi right now is to try to wait out the Aegis, farm the Hex, and then take a fight from there. They have to try to wait out the Aegis. I feel like with the Aegis being available on the Terrorblade, it's just not wise for them to take a huge skill engagement right now.
Mass TPs, they take the Pango out right at the start of the fight. Now gonna look for more. They take down a second. LeBron gone, both supports out of there. And Abed again, seeing if he can find anybody. Looks like Crystallize will escape, but man oh man. Just happened so quickly. The immediate smoke now, trying to find themselves a Tinker.
Yep, Fnatic wants to press with their advantage right now, and Na'Vi just wants to delay and try to wait out the Aegis before they start the fight. They have the Nullifier up, so that's a great sign for them.
Radiant are
Yeah.
scanning.
But, I mean, it's if he just jumps in and pops the BKB as he's going in, it doesn't matter anyways. So, Storm just jumps into the base and takes down that Tinker. Oh, man. This is what a Storm Spirit's gonna do. Your base, it doesn't matter. Abed is going to kill you. Lil can't find it. Ankle's broken and Spirit's crushed. Fnatic looking to finish off this game number 2. They're pissed off about the last one. Tier 3 tower being assaulted. They still got the Aegis there on Eternal Envy. And they don't have an answer. And now they glimpse him back in, pull him back down. Abed running wild. They find no stun. Everybody's buying back now. Tinker trying to spam out these missiles as Envy taking damage, but they do have the Sunder available. They pop the song, thinking of chase, but now thinking better of it as they back out together. Gonna hold hands as they retreat. And Tinker keeps on spamming the missiles.
Gem. Might lose the gem.
Wow.
Radiant's bottom tower is
He goes
under
down.
attack.
Crowd. A little happy about that one. Oh, Ice Blast?
Over here now.
Maybe a chance? Nah, doesn't hit on anybody.
They forced the buyback on the Tinker. That's like a buyback. Even though you buy back, you're prolonging the game, but you feel like you lost. Like you're close to losing because you have to use the buyback.
Yeah.
So he still needs like 2k, about 2k to get the Hex.
Envy not afraid of anything, just walks up the hill and, well, again, LeBron, he does not feel like a hero right now at all. Crystallize, he's thinking about going. There is a Lincoln Sphere that's on Abed, though. And it's a tough one to take that fight. He jumps in and finds himself the Nature's Prophet. Does get the Nullifier off, but they still can't isolate him and take him down. BKB pop from Crystallize. Eternal Envy just running to tier 4 towers and heroes and everything. Has the Sunder, there's the turn, and now Storm Spirit probably going to jump in on this one. I would imagine this Crystallize low. Envy needs to be careful. Force Staff away. Abed doesn't want to dive that deep as they're starting to take down the tower and going to use that Aegis now, it looks like. Although he needs to be careful. How much longer do we have on the Aegis?
Dire's mid
Soon, I think about 30 seconds.
Now, they pop it right there, and he's back up to full again. So they might go a second round now. Metamorphosis back up in 15 seconds, and Fnatic looking like they are in firm control of this game. 20,000 net worth lead, 35 minutes in.
Yep, with the Lincolns coming out on the Storm, I just don't see how are they gonna actually kill him.
Zip zap. Pudding pop.
They're gonna have to pop the Lincolns, get the stun on him or the Nullifier, and the silence on there's just too many things they have to do to kill the Storm.
Yeah.
And there's gonna be a song coming in from the Naga as well if they try to go commit too hard to kill the Storm to reset the fight.
Lil just going to get doomed here, it looks like, as Universe continuing to bully this guy around, and Storm Spirit's going to jump in as well onto the back lines and going to be able to do some amount of damage. The song comes out. Oh, the Sunder to save a life. Envy's going to die for it, but they keep Abed alive. All right, and now Crystallize also going to be isolated, going to be killed off. Abed finds himself another one.
Now you know who's the true carry, you know?
Absolutely. Level 25 Storm Spirit, 22 Bloodstone charges. And, well, they did lose Envy at the very least for Na'Vi.
You know, Abed probably saying if I die, I'm gonna respawn right away. Anyway, I have so much Bloodstone charges.
Yeah.
Probably didn't have to do that for him, but they're in such a commanding position. But it also tells you like the mentality of the team, you know?
Yeah.
Like how much they value Abed. Like whenever he's in trouble, they will just run over immediately to save him. The Terrorblade even putting his own life in danger to try to make sure that Abed doesn't go down.
Yeah. Well, and in this game in particular, he does feel like the true carry. Like, all the mana regen in the world.
Oh, yeah,
69
the
right
buff,
now.
right? Yeah, that's the recent change, yeah?
That's actually crazy how much mana regen he's got.
But how much more does he have right now compared to the old
Dire's
one?
top shrine
Not
is
sure.
under attack.
Over here now.
Is it that big of a difference? Let me see. I'll check.
All right. We'll keep our eyes on this. The other thing to keep our eyes on is that DJ has an Aghanim Scepter now. So more ways to lock down these heroes. Multiple forms of mute.
Where's the party?
22,000 at Worth lead. And that Lincoln Sphere now flying out. Mr.Abed. And as you mentioned, because it's... Oh, here's this play down here in the bottom lane where the Sunder comes out last second and EE saving a life, giving his up and turn. And then, of course, Storm Spirit just going absolutely insane.
Okay, this is a complicated math. I'm looking at the graph. Someone
Dire's top
made a
tower
graph.
is under attack.
Okay.
Hang on, I'm gonna get it.
I mean, the other thing is that he's just got so many Bloodstone charges, but with the amount of regen that he's got, it's kind of insane looking.
Okay, never mind. I give up. I don't understand the graph.
Dire's top tower
Need some more time to look at it. He's got a lot of regen. That's what we can say.
That's just bouncy.
They do have the Hex now, though, or the Tinker. How big of a difference does this make in the game now?
Dire's top shrine is
Aghanim
under
Scepter,
At
Hex.
least they have a reliable way of locking down the storm.
Yeah. He has his own Lincolns now, too, though, I guess.
So they have to break the Lincolns with, say, what's the easiest way to break it? With the Nature's Prophet ultimate?
Oh, God. And again, the Doom comes out. They are going to blow up one and now turn their sights on to number 2. The Aghanim Scepter ulti on to Crystallize. He's dead. LeBron also going to run down. And Lil, he bought back. Isn't going to be able to get into the fight to help in the least bit. Dendi does kill off DJ, but it's the most Pyrrhic of victories at this point.
Well, I guess the storm is just too difficult for them to handle right now. They have very, very little ways of like killing him. Even though they have the Hex, they need to like break the Lincolns with like, say, the Prophet's ultimate.
Yeah.
Then you get the Hex on him, but on top of things, there's still going to be the Naga song to protect him. There's
Oh,
gonna
they have a Lotus Orb too on Universe now.
Okay, they can't.
All right, look at this guy. He doesn't care at all. Spamming out the chat wheel as well for his hero. They're feeling mighty good about themselves.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And Abed just gonna dive in again as soon as that Lotus Orb is off cooldown. Lil manages to find the stun. Now, do they have any extra follow-up? Able to jump away. The Nullifier projectile goes out, but not able to connect. And 79 mana regen right now on this Storm Spirit with 25 Bloodstone charges.
My eternal
All he needs is a couple seconds, and he will be able to head back in again, if he so desires. Going for the Aghanim Scepter next as well. What a hero.
What a game to pick the hero.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I'll tell you what I learned from the first 2 games.
Okay. What's that?
over here.
Both games, it feels like if you don't have like a reliable lockdown,
I'm getting a
like if you don't have catch and the enemy abuses it, like Na'Vi abuses it in the way they play in the first game with Beastmaster constantly split pushing, because they're this kind of like Omni Knight trio, like Omni Knight, Terrorblade, and Kanka. Their catch wasn't amazing, so they kind of abused that. And this game, it's kind of similar situation, not entirely the same, but Storm, a very mobile hero, and Na'Vi doesn't have like a very good
He has
lockdown for him.
a regen and an arcane now. Look at this guy.
He's having fun.
He's having so much fun right now. Although the regen is going to wear off. It's a noticeable difference, but got remnants all over the map, and this is Abed's game. Javier just waiting for it to end, it feels like at this point. Double Javelin for Pango. He's got a Ghost Scepter as well. And he picks up the Aegis again.
He's missing the blink. That's the key item.
Oh. Looks like he thinks it's a refresher orb
Oh, who?
for Mr. Envy.
He's a big fan of Refresher. Big
Yeah.
game Refresher on TV. Why not?
He's also got the shard.
Metamorph is just pretty much like the hero.
Yeah. If you don't have that, you're not really doing what you need.
Not entirely true with the talent on the refraction.
Oh, that's a good point, yeah. It depends upon the lineup also, though.
This is a hero with 3 ultimates. you think, oh, Dark Widow has 2 ultimates? Oh, I'll tell you, Terrible has 3 ultimates. Reflection, Metamorph, and Sunder. Those are very, very strong spells.
Storm Spirit now has a long duration vacuum, as his Aghanim Scepter is done.
Darkseer has been replaced by Storm Spirit. Is that what you're saying?
Pretty much. I mean, this game, it feels like it. This is like, I mean, we haven't seen Storm Spirit in a long time, but when it's a good game for it, it's just a good game for it. Not a whole lot else to be said. And now up to 76 mana regen with the 25 Bloodstone charges.
You keep mentioning the regen.
It's just insane to me. Like, look at
making
it.
me want to check the numbers, but I don't understand the numbers.
Well, the song comes out now, and they're going to be able to pick their target. Who they decide to go on, could it be anybody else? Mr. Dendy going to be ran down and also able to find that stun and the silence now on the little chasing point for me. He's going into the base. Give this man a chance. Oh, wait, the heck's the turnaround. They take him down. What are you doing? Dove in too deep and gets punished. Now Fnatic need to back out. Oh, the Lotus Orb throwing their abilities back at him. The chase continuing. DJ drops. And General also getting eyes on him. There's the mute. There's the chase. There's going to be the catch and the kill. That is Aegis pop now. General trying to walk away. Looking like he's going to be able to do it. Universe is here. He's jumping from pretty far away. Is he going to be able to make enough happen? He's looking for his opening. Crystallize. Also getting ran down. And there's going to be the kill. Storm Spirit running wild here. Now, is he going to go too deep yet again? Abed pops the BKB, and they're going to turn their sights onto the tower. So it was looking like it could have been a throw for a second, but this 35,000 net worth into the favor of Fnatic, looking to finish off this game.
Should be GG. Mega Crepes, they might try to defend for a bit, but as long as they don't lose too many heroes here, they retreat safely.
There's one more barracks up in the top lane.
Oh yeah, okay.
But I mean, it's ranged, and that'll be gone very quickly.
So Fnatic's gonna look to finish the job fairly soon. They have the Naga back up. He has song cooldown in 30 seconds, so should be able to use that to secure the last frags of the game.
Well, he's going in again. He's got his eyes set there, and Dendy manages to actually TP out now. Going to continue the chase. Abed low on mana now, but does still have his cheese available if he wants to use that, and they're gonna set their sights, like we said, onto that last lane of racks. The blind's not going to be enough as the Ice Blast goes out, but they just cannot keep up with this tempo. And GG is called as Lil is destroying his items in frustration. So Fnatic take game number 2. Winter, what do you think, man?
Balanced rough. I think I told you what I learned here in the first 2 games from Fnatic. Against Na'Vi, both teams were able to abuse the lack of catch. In the first game, Na'Vi abused the lack of catch on Fnatic. This time around, it's the other way around. With the Storm pickup, they don't really have reliable lockdown against him. It was a great Storm game. Like,